get the reports on the well projects month in and month out. How are we doing overall? Where are we at? Are we at 99.9% complete? I know we got a little escape of work to do and stuff, and that was my other question.
That is item 4B.
Okay, I will wait.
Yep.
Okay, I'll be happy to wait. Yep. Okay. All right. That was the end of my questions.
Move approval?
I need a motion.
I'll move approval of the.
I did.
Oh, okay, then I'll second.
You still
Okay,
there.
we have a motion to approve.
You can second.
Can I ask a question first
Okay.
of you? Is your manager's report encompassing the attachment from Mr. Richardson? Is that kind of all encompassing? Is that?
Yeah, it's kind of overlooked.
It was, I didn't go into the written part of the information that was presented, just all the other stuff. And that was intended to be, if there is, specifically if there's an agenda item out of any of that, then we should have a conversation and direct that to be put on the agenda. At this point, it was just a response to a request for agenda items and information, and so that was the management response.
I first just now noticed for the read real quickly the PG&E damage thing. That's fresh to me at least. Can you at least keep us updated with that one?
Maybe I should remove my motion and go to our discussion.
All right, we'll get back on it.
Okay.
Okay. So Jim, you brought
Will
up.
that be filed with the general manager's report? I guess that's my question.
Yes.
Are these attachments filed with the general manager's report?
Is that a part of the
No,
general
I'm
manager?
asking, yes,
You're asking, is that a part of the general manager's report?
correct.
Yeah, they're submitted as
Okay.
part of the general manager's report. Yes,
This was his response to.
it's a response,
I
right?
understand that, okay.
It's a response letter.
Right. Now, if you want something, if you want to take, after reading it, Jim, if there's something you want to move forward, you can make that recommendation.
No, I have a question that I can ask him, it doesn't need to be asked here.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So we have a motion on the floor?
We're going to go for the motion again.
Move approval.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve the consent calendars,
I second.
8 items A, B, C, and D, and Dan seconded.
Okay.
All right,
Vote? No?
call for a vote.
I have a question.
Okay, on,
On the general manager's report, where you included my 3 pages of a 4-page agenda request, you left out the map, which was one of the most important parts of it. But I'm sorry, this is just a convenient way to take customers' requests for agenda and discussion and hopefully board action and shunt it into a general manager's report and kill it.
I'll accept your comments, but I'm not accepting.
Well, then I would like to request that all of these be put on the agenda if they're not going to be discussed. This is ridiculous. Why even have a public comment?
I'll candidly, I got a copy of your note, and I went through it in detail, and a lot of the items that you mentioned, such as the maps, are already on the radar screen. The board went through and gave direction to the general manager of what kind of maps we would like to obtain for this district.
You're being disingenuous, Mr. President. I requested the original 1980 formation map of this district to see how far off track we've gotten. I have also requested the State Water Board's official map on file. I would like to know, since 2014, has the district manager requested either one of those?
We just talked about this a few months ago.
Has he requested them as asked for over a year?
Well, I'm not going to argue with you.
No, you don't.
Because there's no realization of logic. Because we talked about the maps. We want to get good maps. We've talked about it.
Have you requested them?
Yes.
Simple question. Have you requested them?
Yes. The answer is yes.
You have requested them. Okay, good, thank you. That will be easy to confirm.
Okay. No more comments, Victor, on this. We've closed it off. I'm sorry. I'm not going to tolerate it. Thank you. So I'll call for the vote.
Would you like to talk to federal grand jury about it?
This is wrong.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
Mr. President, would you like to talk to federal grand jury about it?
This is wrong.
Moving on, we're gonna go to item 4, and this is approval of the partnership with UC Merced. Activities related to water conservation and understanding the impact of changes in water supply on the health and well-being of the community. I think we have 2 young ladies from UC Merced that would like to address the board. Please come forward.
As they're getting in position, I have to say that they approached the district during the height of the excitement of the drought, and things look a little bit different now. It's kind of interesting to see the reaction of people from year to year. I think, this would make a really interesting evaluation of the way that this works, going from one extreme, where you're 50 some odd days away from being out of water, to now with spill gates open on the reservoir and watching Lake McClure rise so quickly. So they approached the district to look to see if they could help us out and at the same time accomplish their mission. So
Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Okay, my name is Amber Arroyo, and I'm a researcher and graduate student at UC Merced, working on my PhD. Thank you so much for having us here today. I'm really excited to tell you about our study and discuss the partnership between our organizations.
My name is Ldpcsd. I'm a professor at UC Merced in psychology. I'm Amber's advisor, and I'm here to answer any questions you might have after she gives her presentation.
Yeah. So we're interested in studying how changes in water supply can affect health and well-being, and we plan to send a survey to members of the community that can help us measure this, and so it'll include questions to measure their perceived health, levels of stress, family dynamics, and quality of life. And the online survey should take about 30 minutes. It should be relatively simple. It'll all be multiple choice questions. And everyone who takes the survey will be compensated for their time with a $5 Visa gift card. And so we would like to print an announcement of our study with a description and a link to the online survey on the water bill sent out by the Community Services District to get it out there and make sure people know about it. And people can choose to go online and fill it out and then get their $5 Visa gift card. And we'd be happy to add any information that you guys would be interested in getting back from the community, like what resources they may need to help them conserve water. We can add some questions to that to let you guys know. And the incentive, the $5 incentive, will likely increase response rates, so we can all get the information that we need. And so this study is really important because fluctuations in water supply and drought, the effects on health and well-being, has not been directly studied in the United States. So it's very important that we understand this so we can organize programs with some knowledge to back it up on what people need to overcome the daily challenges they may face due to drought or fluctuating water supply. The results of the study may also be used to influence water programs, water policy, and also to get the resources that people need to help conserve water out there. Yeah, thank you for your time. Do you guys have any questions or comments or anything I can clarify? Please.
Henry?
I'm not entirely clear what you're gonna do with the information.
What we're going to do with the information. So we're going to see, based on where the water supply is at in the community, whether there's severe drought or a lot of water, to see if there are changes in people's overall health, how they perceive their health, or how stressed they have been feeling, things like that. And
so this survey that you're gonna put together is gonna, how is that gonna determine people's health and stuff, how that works? I'm having trouble understanding. I don't wanna vote for something if I don't know what I'm voting for. Of course, I'm very, very nervous about getting involved with any liberal university as a graduate of UCLA and I'm there. And I probably won't vote for it, but go ahead and maybe they'll clarify it, because it doesn't make sense to me.
So you're asking
What?
how we're gonna use the information, what's gonna happen when we have all the data?
Yeah.
So we're gonna write scientific reports to go to peer-reviewed journals, and we're also gonna write a report for the water board, so you know exactly what we found, where the issues are, and then hopefully we can work with, for example, Mr. Kampa to brainstorm about potential interventions or programs that the university can organize for communities facing similar droughts to help them better cope with what's going on, and hopefully that can in the future lead to shaping of policy related to water.
Well, just one last comment, you know, people in this community, I think, save more water than anybody in the state,
Mhm.
you know, so it's about saving water. I would be in favor of that, because they're already done an outstanding job, all those people.
Right.
that are there.
Russ? I think we have found as a district that our customers aren't very involved. If you try and offer them opportunities and they don't use them. Whether it's a low flush shower head or a bucket or any number of things we've tried, then you just get very little public. So I'm a little, I don't know how far this is gonna go for you guys, you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe if we're able to ask them questions like, what do you think is practical to help you conserve water? That may be able to get addressed here. With the funding that we have through the UC, we're able to give people $5 just to compensate them for their time, probably no more than 30 minutes. So that may increase response rates. Yeah.
I know that we've been sending out a questionnaire to find out what people want, you know, what do they want us to do, what training, teach them about gray water, teach them any number of things, and I don't think we get any response.
You gotta bribe them, gotta give $20.
And maybe be a little outspoken like they are, but, yeah, I don't know, I just don't know whether it's actually gonna go anywhere, that's my concern.
So I'm kind of sorry that well, now I'm not sorry. We don't have a drought now, but